This conference will now be recorded.
So our second unit topics are uh, Fourier analysis, bandwidth limited signals, maximum data rate of a channel, guided transmission media, digital modulation multiplexing, data link data. So this topic is comes under third unit. So there is a commonality between the second and third unit. So this is third unit. Okay. So now we will see briefly, because many of you are absent in the month of April. So just what I realized is, so it is better to discuss unit 2 also, because yeah, because some part is of course most of them are theoretical, whether it is a physical layer issue or a physical layer, mostly deals with the physical layer. Okay, so second unit mostly deals with physical layer, and it is purely theoretical. Purely what theoretical, and the last part of the second unit is already discussed in this third unit. So this entire thing comes under third unit. So there is no need to discuss once again. The error detection we have seen about Hamming code, Rohit-Solomon code, convolution code, low density parity code. So all those are error correction. Error detection. Error detection means we have seen about CRC, parity, checksum. Okay, and elementary data link protocols. What are elementary data link protocols? Protocols like uh, elementary data link protocols. So stop and wait, Utopian. Okay, Utopian and a simplex one bit. Sorry, stop and wait, and also Utopian. Stop and wait for a noisy channel and a error free channel. So that comes under element data link. And what about sliding window protocols? Three types. Only one bit sliding window protocol, and go back and select to repeat. So these comes under third unit. So third unit we already discussed. Now our focus for the next couple of days will be on second unit. That is the theoretical part of the theoretical as well as problematic part of the physical layer. Okay, so there are several issues. There are some, I mean, software multiplexing techniques, hardware digital multiplexing, and frequency division multiplexing, and time division multiplexing, and code division multiplexing, FDM, TDM, and CDMA. And regarding guided transmission media, it is about magnetic media, twisted pair, coaxial cable, power lines, and fiber optics. So these are the transmission media which we are using for communicating from from one system to another. Okay, so that is about the guided transmission media. And about physical layer, first we will discuss with the Fourier analysis. So what is this Fourier analysis, and why we are doing this Fourier analysis? So we want to transmit the bit stream across the channel. So that is only possible if you do Fourier analysis, because by doing that one, what happens is the data is transferred in the form of analog form. That is analog form. Okay, so of course there are pros and cons for each type of transmission. So we focus first on three important topics for today. That is physical layer. That is physical layer, especially Fourier analysis, bandwidth limited signals, and maximum data rate of a channel. So these three we will discuss for today's discussion. Okay, purely mathematics. So there is nothing much involved here. purely mathematics. Okay, so if you know maths very well, then it is easy for you to understand. Easy for you to understand. So yeah, we will go slide one by one. So first is uh, maximum data rate of a channel. First is Fourier analysis. Next, bandwidth limited signals and maximum data rate of a channel. So first one is Fourier analysis. That is the first topic here. Fourier analysis. Okay, so we will see the first slide. So what is the Fourier analysis? So it is nothing but the mathematical model of behavior of a voltage or a current. Mathematical model of behavior of a voltage or a current. Mathematical behavior of variation of voltage or current with mathematical function. So we will use Fourier analysis. What is the analysis which we are doing now? Fourier analysis. So what is a Fourier? What is a Fourier transformation or Fourier series is? So g of t is a function. T is in terms of time. Okay. So t is a function. So now what you see is c by 2. That means constant by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an sine 2 pi n ft plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn cos 2 pi n ft. So what is this form? So this is nothing but the sine waveform and cos waveform. So both the sine and cos waveform are here. Both the sine and cos waveform are here. A and B CR. Post your attendance in the chat box. Absentees attendance in the chat box. Both A and B CR. Okay. So what is a Fourier series? So what is a Fourier series? Fourier transformation or Fourier series consists of a series of functions. Okay. The French mathematician Jean-Baptiste Fourier. What is the scientist name? So the name of the scientist is Fourier itself, and he is a French mathematician. So he proved that any reasonably behaved periodic function g of t, any reasonably behaved periodic function g of t any reasonably function periodic function g of t with time period t. Time period is time period equal to మీ అందరికి తెలిసి ఉంటుంది ఫిజిక్స్ చదివి ఉంటారు అందరు 2 pi by omega omega equal 2 pi by t లేదా 2 pi f ఇది కూడా అంటారు. ఎఫ్ అంటే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అంటే 1 by t అంటే ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ ది టైం పీరియడ్. Frequency is inverse of the time period. Remember this point. Frequency is inverse of the time period, and time period is nothing but the 2 pi by omega. Omega is 2 pi by capital T or 2 pi f. Okay, so this is nothing but the so any function, not only I mean not only any function with some periodicity. Periodicity అంటే ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ని మీరు మ్యాప్ చేసినప్పుడు కొంత రెగ్యులారిటీ అనేది ఉండాలి. ఇట్లా ఇట్లా రెగ్యులారిటీ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ రెగ్యులారిటీ? ఇది if you see here this is repeating, so this part is repeating, this part is repeated here. This is nothing but periodicity. Again it will repeat, again it will repeat, again it will repeat, like that. So this is nothing but the periodicity, capital T. What do you call this? Time period. అంటే మళ్ళీ ఆ ఫంక్షన్ మళ్ళీ వేవ్ కింద రావాలంటే how it will come. Okay, so that is nothing but the that is nothing but periodicity or time period. Periodicity or time period. Okay, so time period is nothing but the repetition of a function. Repetition of a function itself. The repetition of a function is nothing but the periodicity. Okay, so now any function with that periodicity t can be expressed in terms of two trigonometric functions. What are those? Sine and cosine. Those and any function with periodicity capital T can be represented as what? Can be represented as in the form of sine and cosine. That is nothing but Fourier series. That is nothing but what? Fourier series. That is nothing but the Fourier series. Any function can be expressed in the form of sine or form of a sine and a cos function. Okay. Okay. So what is an and bn here? So an and bn are the sine and cosine amplitude. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ వేవ్ ఉంది కదండి, ఈ వేవ్ కి దీని ఏమంటారు? యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ అంటారు. ఈ ఫ్రమ్ x axis from y axis the length of the distance from the x axis to the topmost point in the curve is nothing but the amplitude. ఓకే, సో ఎఫ్ అంటే తెలుసు, ఇలా రిపిటేషన్ అయిన టైం అని. సో ఎంత టైం ఇది? లెట్స్ సే ఒక 90 degrees అనుకోండి. 90 degrees ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సైన్ ఉంది. ఓకే, అర్థమవుతుందా? సైన్ మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడు రిపీట్ అవుతుంది? కెన్ ఎనీబడీ సే? సైన్ మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు రిపీట్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ 360 degrees కి. సైన్ 360 మైనస్ థీటా ఈజ్ సైన్ థీటా. సో ఇక్కడ 360 అనేది ఏంటి? పీరియాడిసిటీ 2π అన్నమాట. 2π అంటే పీరియాడిసిటీ. అలానే కాస్ ఉందనుకోండి, కాస్ ఎప్పుడు రిపీట్ అవుతుంది? 360 is cos theta. Sin 360 plus theta, cos 360 minus theta is cos theta. Okay, so So these are nothing but the repetition. That is nothing but the period. That is f. F means frequency when they will repeat. And what about this an and bn? So an and bn are nothing but, what about this an and bn? So these are nothing but amplitudes of the an and bn are nothing but the amplitudes of the nth harmonic. Amplitude of the nth harmonic. Amplitudes of the nth harmonic. అంటే ఏంటి సార్ యాంప్లిట్యూడ్? యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ అంటే తెలుసు మనకి. వాట్ మీన్ nth హార్మోనిక్? చూడండి, an 2 pi n, bn 2 pi n. So n is nothing, if n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, and so on. So n runs from 1 to infinity. N runs from 1 to infinity. So we can express any function with some periodicity. What is important? Periodicity is very, very important. What is important? Periodicity is very, very important in this trigonometric functions. Okay, so that is another important point to consider here. Okay, so this is nothing but n means nth harmonic, an nth harmonic, bn nth harmonic, and n running from 1 to infinity. ఇప్పుడు మనకి మామూలుగా అయితే nth ఫంక్షన్ అంటాం. అంటే when n is some considerable large number, we consider as a nth function. So here also, and what is c here? C is a constant. C is a constant. Clear? Now such a decomposition is called a Fourier series. Decomposition, what is meant by decomposition? Splitting into multiple terms. G of t అనేది ఒక సింగిల్ ఫంక్షన్. ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ని మల్టిపుల్ టర్మ్స్ కింద స్ప్లిట్ చేయడం ఏమంటారు? Decomposition. What are multiple terms here? One is sinusoidal term, second one is a cos term, and third one is a constant term. So these three collectively called as decomposition terms. That means these three are collectively called as a Fourier series. We can express any function with some periodicity capital T as a decomposition of sinusoidal, cos, cosine, that is cosine, and a constant term. So how to calculate the an and bn, that is nth harmonics? Very, very important. You might expect such questions in university examinations also. So we can calculate the nth harmonic an and bn using a function called using integrals. Using what? Integration. So that is the formula given here. That is the formula given here. Okay, how we got these values? Simply multiply both sides by sin 2 pi n of t. నీకు an కావాలంటే రెండు వైపులా sin 2 pi n ft పెట్టి మల్టిప్లై చేయండి. ఏం చేయాలి? sin 2 pi n ft, then you will get an. అదే bn కావాలంటే both sides of this equation 1 multiply with cos. Multiply the both sides of this equation 1 with cos. You will get bn. What you will get? bn you will get. అర్థమవుతుందండి. సైన్ కొసైన్ అర్థమవుతుందా? ఏ విధంగా we can calculate. So sin and cosine are nothing but sinusoidal functions and cosine functions. And a Fourier series are is nothing but decomposition of a function with periodicity f or capital T into sine and cosine terms is nothing but the Fourier analysis. Okay, and how we compute the amplitudes, that is an and bn. An and bn are nothing but nth harmonic. What is n and bn? Nth harmonic. So integrating with 0 to t, you will get an and bn. Integrating over 0 to, and there is a value, okay, for okay, so when you multiply sine 2 pi n f t, then what happens? Integral 0 to t sine 2 pi k of t into sine 2 pi n f t is nothing but 0. Nothing but what? 0, or t by 2 if k equal to n. Okay, so now you want to get an is nothing but 2 by t integral 0 to t g of t sine 2 pi f t dt, and b of n is 2 by t integral 0 to t cos 2 pi n f t dt, and constant term c is 2 by t integral 0 to t g of t dt. 2 by t integral 0 t g of t. So these are the important formulas to calculate the these are the important formulas for what? To calculate the nth harmonic. I'm repeating, these are the formulas for calculating what? Nth harmonic. 2 by t 0 to t and 2 by t 0 to t cos. Okay, how we got this? Multiply with sine 2 pi k t both sides. Okay, so it vanishes. It vanishes, and this will remain. And integral 0 to sine 2 pi n into sine 2 pi k n is t by 2. What is the value? T by 2. And going to that side, it is 2 by t integral 0 to t sine 2 pi t g of t dt. Sine 2 pi t g of t dt. So in that way, suppose if you want to find the bn, so if you want to find bn, multiply with cos both sides. 2 pi n 2 pi k f t dt cos 2 pi k f t dt gt dt. So, and here a cos 2 pi k, this vanishes, and finally what you will get is, here it is into cos. Finally what you will get is, so produce integral n to infinity an cos 2 pi k f sin 2 pi f is t by 2, and if you the term goes to left side, it is 2 by t integral g of cos 2 pi k f t dt g of t dt. This is the formula for cos and sin. Clear? Then ఎలా వచ్చిందో an bn, in that way we will got, and c is nothing but 2 by t integral g of t dt. 2 by t integral g of t dt. Okay, so this is about the Fourier analysis. Any doubt till here? సో మీకు ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఇచ్చాను నేను, ఏంటంటే అది యూనిట్ 2 లో క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. ఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ టీ ఈక్వల్ టు టీ, ఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ టీ ఈక్వల్ టు టీ అయితే ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ what are the coefficients of f of t equal అంటే ఈ ఫంక్షన్ కి f of t equal to pt అంటే కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ వస్తున్నామో, టేక్ g of t equal to t అయితే what are the Fourier coefficients? What are the Fourier coefficients? అంటే ఏం అడిగినట్టు, an bn అడిగినట్టు. this an and this bn. ఇక్కడ g of t ఎంత, t. సో మనకి ఫార్ములా ఉంది, ఇంటిగ్రల్ t0 to t0 ప్లస్ క్యాపిటల్ T. ఇలా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. g of t sin 2 pi nt dt. ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇచ్చారు, 0 less than t less than 1. సో అప్పుడు క్యాపిటల్ T ఎంత అవుతుంది, 1 అవుతుంది. టైం పీరియడ్ ఎంత ఆ ఫంక్షన్ కి, g of t equal t అనే దానికి 0 less than t వాళ్ళే ఇచ్చారు. అప్పుడు టైం పీరియడ్ ఎంత అవుతుంది, సో టైం పీరియడ్ ఈస్ 1. హౌ, బికాస్ t0 is 0. Here 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 1. Okay, so what is the t0 value? So t0 value is 0. What is t0 plus t value? t0 plus t value is 1. t0 plus capital T equal to 1. What about t0? So t0 is 0. Implies what is capital T? So capital T is equals to, how, substitute 0 in the equation 1. Let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Substitute t0 equal to substitute t0 equal to 2 in equation, t0 equal to 0 in equation 1. What you will get is capital T equal to 1. And now substitute in the given formula, in the formulas. So you will get the an and bn values. So just I'm just reminding you. Now second topic in physical layer is bandwidth limited signals. So what is this bandwidth limited signal? Bandwidth limited signal, that means the signals are constrained by the bandwidth. What is bandwidth in computer networks? Bandwidth ante entante very important technology all these are. Bandwidth ante channel capacity and channel capacity, that is nothing but the bandwidth. దీన్ని kilobits per second, megabits per second, gigabits per second లో కొలుస్తారు అన్నమాట. ఈ ఛానల్ కెపాసిటీ is nothing but the bandwidth. Okay, channel capacity is nothing but the bandwidth. Okay, now అంటే ఆ ఛానల్ మీద ఎన్ని బిట్స్ ఒక సెకండ్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవ్వగలవు? 1000 బిట్స్. 1000 బిట్స్ అంటే 1 ఫ్రేమ్ అనుకోండి, లెట్స్ సే. సో 1 frame can be transmitted in 1 second. Clear? So that is nothing but the that is nothing but what? Bandwidth limited signals. That means the signal are constrained by or controlled by the bandwidth. The signals are controlled by the bandwidth. Okay, that is nothing but the bandwidth limited signals. See, there are various forms and it's harmonic. See, 1 1 0 0 0 again 1 అంటే 1 ఉంటే కంటిన్యూటీ ఉంటుంది, 0 ఉంటే మళ్ళీ డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది, మళ్ళీ 0 0 3 డౌన్లు, మళ్ళీ 1 ఉంటే కంటిన్యూటీ వస్తుంది, మళ్ళీ 0 ఉంటే డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ a binary signal and its mean square Fourier amplitude. Okay, so this is a binary signal, its root mean square Fourier amplitude. Okay, clear? So this is also very one of the important, and again B ఇందాక డిజిటల్, ఇది డిజిటల్ అండి. ఇలా స్క్వేర్ గా ఉంటే డిజిటల్ అన్నమాట, డిజిటల్ సిగ్నల్స్ అంటారు వీటిని. ఇవి డిజిటల్ ఎందుకని 1 1 ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇలా రాయగలిగాం, 0 ఉంది కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ డౌన్ లో రాయగలిగాం, మళ్ళీ 1 ఉంది కాబట్టి అప్ లో రాయగలిగాం. అంటే స్క్వేర్ వేవ్ అప్ డౌన్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ bandwidth limited signal. Bandwidth limited signal. Next, B to E. So what is meant by B to E? So this is nothing but the successive approximations of the original signal. Original signal. So this is a wave. If you see here, wave, like a sealo ocean లో టైడ్స్ ఉంటాయి, అట్లా ఒక వేవ్ అన్నమాట. సో అంటే ఒక సైనసాయిడల్ వేవ్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేదా కాస్ వేవ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఏదైనా అవ్వచ్చు, ఏదో ఒక వేవ్ అది. అలానే ఇదొక వేవ్, సక్సెసివ్ అప్రాక్సిమేషన్స్, ఒరిజినల్ సిగ్నల్. క్లియర్? ఏమా అర్థమవుతుందా వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ హియర్ అనేది అర్థమవుతుంది కదా మీకు? సో నౌ we will calculate the relationship between data rate and harmonics for our example. Prati signal ki, whether it is a digital signal or a sinusoidal wave, we have harmonics associated with it. We have harmonics associated with it. So this is the harmony for this one. Okay, so similarly every signal, every bandwidth signal is approximated by the can be represented by, every harmonic can be represented by a bandwidth in the signal. So there is a relationship between the harmony and the bandwidth. Okay, so that we will discuss now. See, we got 326.67. so how we got this formula is చూడండి 8/b అనేది మిల్లీ సెకండ్స్ లో ఉంటది, b/8 అనేది బిట్స్, అలానే 24,000/b అనేది థర్డ్ ఫార్ములా. సో టోటల్లీ 3 formulas here: 8/b, b/8, 24,000/b. So what is this 8/b? So given bits per second అండి, ఇది బైట్స్ కాదు బిట్స్. బి అంటే 300 బైట్స్ అంటే మన మామూలుగా కంప్యూటర్ నెట్వర్క్స్ టెక్నాలజీలో బైట్స్ అని అంటారు. సో 8/300, టేక్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. 8/300, what is its value? 300 So seconds here. One byte equal to 8 bits. So 8 by 300 bits per second. So bits to bits cancel అయిపోతే 8 by 300 second. దీనికి 10 power minus 3 into 10 cube. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది 10 power minus 3 seconds అవుతుంది, అంటే మిల్లీ సెకండ్స్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ 10 క్యూబ్ ని ఈ 300 తో ఎన్నిసార్లు డివైడ్ అవుతుంది, 200s పోతాయి, 3.33. సో 8 into 3.33. what is its value? Its value is 26.67. so this is nothing but the time in milliseconds. then 300 bytes per second ఇచ్చినప్పుడు బిట్స్ కాదు బైట్స్ అండి, అందుకే ఇక్కడ పైన ఏమేసి 8 లేదా 1 వేసేవాడిని ఇక్కడ. సో బైట్స్ కాబట్టి వాట్ యు హావ్ టు టేక్ 8 బైట్స్. అదే ఇక్కడ బిట్స్ ఇస్తే ఇక్కడ 1 తీసుకోవాలి, ఇక్కడ బైట్స్ ఇస్తే ఇక్కడ 8 తీసుకోవాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా హియర్. and what this is the first formula. what is the next formula is first harmonic, the relationship between data rate and harmonics. so data rate అంటే చెప్పాను ఇందాక, చెప్పాను ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఇందాక టాపిక్ బిగిన్ చెప్పాను. ఛానల్ కెపాసిటీ, it is measured in bits per second, kilobits per second, megabits per second, right? so first harmonic means hedge అంటే frequency is inversely proportional to time. మనకు తెలిసిందే. సో హెడ్జ్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. హెడ్జ్ అంటే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. సో ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఈజ్ ఇన్వర్స్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు టైం. టైం అంటే సెకండ్ బై బిట్స్, బిట్స్ పర్ సెకండ్ అంటే 1/t. సో 1 bit per second. సో 8/p, 8/p అంటే బైట్స్ పర్ సెకండ్. అదే ఇక్కడ b/8 అంటే. ఓకే, సో b/8. సో b అంటే ఎంత, ఎన్ని 300 divided by 8. so 8 3s are 24, 60, 8 7s are 56.5. so 37.5 is the first harmonic, that is hedge. so b/8 is nothing but the hedge. clear? and the third one, number of harmonics sent. so what is this number of harmonics? so yeah, that is formula is 24, and human is 20 to 20 kilohertz. human audible voice 20 to 20 kilohertz. so 20 kilo into 8, 20 to 20 kilohertz. so 3000 into that 8, so it will become 24,000. అంటే 3000 divided by b/8. so finally it will become 24,000 by b. 24,000 by b. so what is the b here? 24,000 by 300. so what is the value? 2 zeros cancel అయిపోతే answer is 80. that means 80 harmonics can be sent successfully. same you can apply for 600. so 8/600. if you want, you can take one more example. so 8/600 into 1000 milliseconds into 1000. so 200s get cancelled, 2 4s, 2 3s, and 1.333 and so on. so answer is 13.33. so this is the time in milliseconds, and the first harmonic is b/8. that is 600 divided by 8. so 8 7s are 56 and 8 5s are 40. and third one is number of harmonics sent, that is 24,000 by 24,000 by b. so b is 600 here. so 600 for 40 is so that you got 40. similarly the rest also can be calculated easily. clear? so this is about the bandwidth relationship between bits per second, that is bandwidth, and the harmonic. so in the next class we will continue further the second unit concepts. okay, bye.